Midwest region of the United States, we introduce to you the Chocolate Dollar Podcast.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. I'm Jonathan. To my left.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Yeah, you're working.
My headphones aren't.
They're not?
That's awkward. What a great intro this is.
Hello?
Can you hear yourself at all?
It might be just your headphones.
Do you need another set of headphones?
I'm not very close.
No, there it is.
Can you hear yourself now?
Not really, but I usually
Can you hear me
myself
now?
All right.
Anyway, so,
Yeah, we're
Jonathan,
okay.
to my
Hi.
left is,
Ed.
then we have
I'm Bob the Builder.
Noah.
I'm what's his toolbox name? His name, doesn't it?
His toolbox doesn't have his name. All the
What
vehicles have names.
What they do?
Yeah.
Which one has
I
a?
think it's like
give me
Scoopy.
give me
There's
the
Digger.
Give me the steamroller. What's the steamroller's name?
I don't know.
What, the little engine that
I
could?
think it's like
No, what's
Devarius.
Yeah, sure.
Bob
Devarius.
the Builder. Steam.
Jamal Lamar.
rollers.
Joseph Lamar.
Lamar. There we go.
The player formerly known as Donkey Teeth.
list of Bob the Builder characters. This is starting off so well.
See.
What if they made Bob the Builder a first-person shooter?
Dude,
FPS?
that would be a game changer for sure.
Bob
Definitely.
the Builder.
It's pretty much
Can
all
we
Tomahawk.
fix it?
Rolly. It's Rolly.
Rolly.
Yes, we can.
Rolly.
Anyways, so today's episode is not about Bob the Builder. We're
No,
talking
we-
about.
I
If they
wish,
named
sadly.
like what would you name the 50 cal in Bob the Builder?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even.
Harbinger of Soul.
Samuel L.
Today,
Jackson.
We
what?
have Rolly, Diggy, and the Scavengers of Soul.
So, today we're going to be talking
Overwatch.
about Overwatch. Where we might
Yeah.
talk about the game itself, but we're mostly going to be focusing on like the story of everything because it's really fascinating and an interesting topic
Should
to
we
talk
play
about.
Overwatch while we?
Yeah, I think for inspiration, I should go in
I
and
got this.
play as Tracer for a second. Yeah.
Oh.
We can pause it, go play fast, and come back. That's yeah.
No, we're not pausing.
No.
This train has no brakes.
Anyway, so, Ed, how much do you know about this lore?
Why are we
of
starting with me?
Overwatch? I just because I'm guessing you know the least, which is why I'm.
I heard that there was no backstory. That's the beauty of it, because it's just multiplayer the whole time. So it's just,
in the microphone, sir.
it doesn't matter.
We need this
what
for the
it is.
record.
So I don't know.
So you don't know? I know.
I heard that
a
somebody's
little bit.
Soldier 76's daughter. That's pretty much all I know. And then that Junkrat and the Pudgy guy work together.
Roadhog.
Roadhog. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know.
Sure.
Good.
The sexiest character in the game.
Roadhog.
If you're
Absolutely.
I know Grant made that joke before. And
He's
I
not
was-
C-3PO though.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now he's
I thought I was turning on your Xbox, but apparently I'm not.
He's gonna.
Okay, so let's talk
Yeah,
to
it's
someone who
definitely not
actually
on.
knows about
Yeah,
Overwatch.
I know a
Probably
little bit.
Noah.
I'm not sure if Grant knows. I think I know quite a bit. I'm not sure
I mean,
if Grant
like,
knows more. Or
I
not.
know some. I don't really. I'm just waiting for the movie.
Same.
You know, honestly, it'd make like one of the coolest animated movies ever.
See,
If
here's what
they-
happened: is Overwatch was like, or not Overwatch, Blizzard was like, "Hey, we're making this movie called Warcraft."
Yeah.
And they're like, "It'd be really cool." And then the guys at Overwatch were like, "Hey, we need money for a movie. Hey, let's make a game." And so they're making a game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that's gonna pay for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Should I just play a bots game?
Are you
Stop.
connected to it?
No, he's playing
Oh, he's
League.
playing League.
Difference.
We're gonna have to like ban Grant's laptop from ever being
Yeah,
ever
probably.
at
That's
any
not
sort of
fair.
recording.
Just
Because you
alt-
always
just
play like
alt-tab out.
Pokemon
I haven't
or
played anything
League of
in a long-
Legends or.
I don't do that.
Anyway, so as everyone know, I'm looking at a couple of different articles here just to kind of get some
That's what we call cheating.
information.
Cheater,
It's called verifying.
Let me
Sources.
just instead of having an actual conversation with human beings, read an article.
No, I'm not saying read it. I'm saying it's open. It's
Here's the
open.
information. I'm just gonna regurgitate it from the internet.
It's open in case one of us isn't so sure about something we're saying. I can fact check it. That's why it's there.
Is it
I'm not reading
fact-checking,
off
though?
of it.
Because like,
Lame.
is this factual? Like, this
Well,
did
it's
this
the
happen?
Overwatch Gamepedia.
Did this really happen?
Is this real life? Matrix.
Okay, lay off him, guys, because I'm doing the same thing. Google Images, Tracer.
Wait, what?
Be careful. Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
That's what you say search on.
Okay. All right. So Noah, tell us about the lore of Overwatch and what you know, and we'll ask questions.
And if you're
it's in the
wrong, we won't
future.
know.
There's people. They made robots. Robots went berserko. Had a war.
Robots were like,
People made Overwatch. Then they protected people and said, "Robots, stop fighting." And the robots were like, "Hey, we're robots, cool." And then stuff happened, and
Some
then
religious
people,
stuff.
yeah, sure.
I mean,
And then afterwards they kept doing good things for people, and like that
let's
started
live
the
in
golden
peace.
age, and then all the technology and stuff just went crazy fast. And then after that, people started hating Overwatch for reasons, and
because
then,
like they like started to have some pretty shady business because of Blackwatch or whatever. The the other side.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I thought it was a different name, but anyway,
it's black something, right? Dark Watch something.
I don't think so.
It's,
but
it's
anyway,
the other part of Overwatch. Read
but
it.
Anyway,
Read it.
So
Fine.
they were led
What
by.
is it? What's the name?
Scanning through this article.
The one that Morrison's the head of.
Yeah, no, that was Reyes. Reyes was the
yeah,
head of.
Reyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reyes is Reaper, and
Yeah.
then
He's the
Morrison
head
is
of what?
Soldier 76. They were both kind of co-leaders, except for
No,
Morrison
one
was
was-
more popular.
Morrison was
Well, Reyes was
was-
the initial
was-
leader.
of like the strike team. Yes.
Yeah, but
then-
people
and then-
liked Morrison more.
Then one got head of Overwatch, the other one got the head of like Blackwatch or like something like that.
Right. But anyway,
Has their
people started
H's on
hating
there?
them.
What is the name of
okay.
it? What's the name?
Found the Reaper section. Yeah, it's Blackwatch.
Okay.
Blackwatch. Anyway, Blackwatch was doing shady stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
And people didn't like
It was
that.
the covert arm.
Yeah. It was like the covert ops. Anyway, people didn't like that, and some of it came to light, and then the building exploded.
And
Yeah.
then people thought that Morrison and Reyes were dead. Except psych, they're not, because Team Valhalla, mercy, yeah. And
Well, it's interesting if you look at like the kind of lore stuff. We don't think Mercy saved
Yeah.
Right.
Soldier.
Here
Right.
it's
He
speculated that
he saved Reyes and like a few other people, but like
yeah.
not.
Anyway, so
it
people
was like some sort
thought
of
that they
genetic
died,
alteration.
but
is
then
the-
Reyes came back to life as Reaper, and he's like, die.
I'm edgy.
Yeah, goth,
I'm edgy grandpa.
cosplayers, And then Soldier 76 was like, yeah, I'm a vigilante now. God.
We're all soldiers
We're
now.
all soldiers now.
Reaper now appears to be working for the terrorist organization Talon.
Yes.
Mhm,
And
and-
Talon made Widowmaker. They, like, basically, like, warped her memory and stuff
And
and
put
made
her-
into
Made her purple.
an assassin. Yeah. And
Classic.
so then, yeah, Overwatch was disbanded until they weren't.
Sad monkey.
And then,
Cue sad monkey montage.
yeah.
The funny thing about Winston is like I consider him one of the key characters of the story and stuff, but he's not like
And yet, in the game, no one plays.
yeah. Well, I mean, a couple people do,
He's
but it's
fun
not
to
like
knock people off of points.
yeah.
It's very true. I got to play the game last night as Winston, and it was basically just me 1v1ing a McCree and just killing him as I used my Primal Rage. And I was like, why is this play of the game? It was so confusing.
I played a little bit.
It's
a
worse
day
than
or so
Torbjorn
ago.
turrets.
It was.
I played a few days ago, just in the middle of like the day.
Did you try Anna yet?
Yeah, I was playing Anna, and
Is it Anna or Anna? I think it's Anna.
I've heard them pronounce it Anna.
I've heard it both.
So
ways.
I don't-
look
I
up
don't know, I
the
just
look
said
up the
Anna.
announce video. Anyway, and I was playing, and I finished the game with like, because I came in the middle of a game.
Mhm.
I finished the game with like 4 eliminations, and I got gold, and I'm like, this is sad.
No.
This is real.
You're like,
I was like,
team.
I was like, this is real
what
sad.
are you doing?
I didn't get play of the game, but the play of the game was somebody killing somebody that I put to sleep. I was like, and then like he just walked up and was like, and I was like, Play the game.
Yay!
Oh my god.
But then, anyway, back to the lore. So they
Like
came back
Bioshock?
together, and then the game has nothing to do with the actual lore or anything because that it's just a game.
Yeah,
And
which is all right.
yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
It's real.
But the characters are super cool and interesting. Genji and Hanzo are brothers. Hanzo was sent
Yeah.
to kill Genji. That
Which
sort of thing.
that
Hanzo
I'm
wants to
unclear
kill
about.
Genji?
Like,
No,
Okay,
he
so
thought he
So
killed
brothers
Genji.
part of the Hanamura clan, which is essentially a clan of assassins that do political assassinations and the such.
Hanzo's technically a bad guy.
Yeah, all technically speaking. Anyway,
Okay,
Genshi was like kind of the playboy of the house,
Yeah.
and he got to the age where it's like, yeah, you like start doing stuff in the family, and he was kind of like no, and so his brother was sent to kill him,
Yeah.
and his brother left him for dead, and then like grandma found him and was like, heroes never die, except I'm not gonna save you. I'm just gonna reconstruct your
And
entire
basically
body out
put
of
you-
metal.
Yeah.
And now
Made
like,
him into a cyborg, basically.
I mean, yeah. So like, but like,
Kinda
Some
like a Darth
grandmas
Vader
make cookies,
situation.
other grandmas build mechs.
like his like and like the lore part of his life is like he didn't fit into human society because he because
Yeah.
of reasons, and he didn't really fit into the Omnic society, and so like he was like in limbo, kind of like doing
And then he joined Overwatch.
like doing Overwatch work. No, like even then, because it was after
Yeah.
Overwatch where he met Zenyatta.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So he met Zenyatta after Overwatch and found his inner peace.
Yeah.
And his tranquility. Ding 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 ding. I am super peaceful right
Yeah.
now.
I hate killing people. Murder.
Anyway, no, I'm not sure how Zenyatta actually fits into the lore, except that he's Genshi's master.
Well, Zenyatta was an Omnic, but
He was a student of the the Omnic that was killed.
right by Widowmaker. Yeah,
Mhm.
and he like
Halo.
didn't and he didn't want to he didn't join the monks of the Omnics that like went off. He was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Zenyatta?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the other thing I know is that like somebody pointed this out is that like so Talon is the evil organization.
Yeah.
Why would they assassinate this Omnic's political leader when his death, making him a martyr, makes him a more powerful political figure
I don't know.
than like in the background it's like who's fighting for what, because we don't know what Talon's fighting for, because they could,
Yeah, we don't really. Well,
They're just hunting Overwatch agents, as far as I know.
they're not though.
they're not.
They haven't killed a single Overwatch agent
Yeah.
when
Well,
they
they
could
haven't, no.
could have
They're-
killed,
Then they tried to get the Doomfist glove.
and they could have killed Tracer
Yeah.
multiple times.
Speaking of Tracer, she actually was the reason she can teleport and do stuff.
She's
is
phased out.
Yeah, she actually was
Okay.
phasing in and out of existence until
Found the
Winston
Zenyatta
made the
section.
little chess piece for her that actually allows her to control her timeline that she's
Yeah.
phasing in and out of.
Before she was in a jet that was supposed to be,
Like a
warpy
super-
stealth jet
Yeah.
thing, and,
And then
it,
she had an accident.
stuff went
Yeah.
bad. The entire thing disappeared, and then months later, apparently she reappeared, but then disappeared, and she's like,
And then Winston figured it out and made the chronal accelerator thing.
And that's
that
why they're
she
good
can
buddies.
Zips around. Yeah.
Dang.
By the way,
Cheers, love.
found the Zenyatta section and he reprogrammed himself, and that's why he was rejected.
That's a different thing entirely. Yo, that's coming out Friday. I'm so excited for that. Anyway, back to Overwatch.
I found the Snapchat filter. Scared me.
You're like, whoa! Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How do you reprogram yourself?
Very carefully.
I mean, I can imagine, he's pulling up, you pull up a laptop and you, write your code. But the thing is that's, pretty, high stakes. All right, better upload this.
This is my
okay.
consciousness
That's kinda
I'm
cool.
actually messing
So
with.
he was part of this group. They went and hid in the Himalayas, and then they started the whole peace movement
yes,
and
and
everything.
he left him
Yeah,
to do his own thing.
because he disagreed with the fame.
Embrace
Yes.
He didn't want it.
tranquility.
Exactly.
Yeah, even though he's probably
He disagreed with the
one that
what?
people know.
The fame. He didn't,
didn't
want to be
like
in
it.
the spotlight.
Okay. Anyway.
Ed, who's your favorite character?
Favorite character to play as?
Just in general. Just top who are your favorite characters?
Well, the only characters I really play as are Lucio, Junkrat. Played a little bit of May.
I was just gonna say, May has
hit
a
or
kind
miss.
of tragic backstory.
Yeah, she's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was just depressing that the kind of the Three Musketeers thing with May and the Ice Climbers, and then
And
No.
they fell. They fell, and the little girl ripped the guy up, but he couldn't reach. And May was like,
I'll put the wall under you and blast you up. Then you guys are gonna go on without me. And they probably said something.
anyway, no, but yeah, you know May's backstory.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't.
They don't.
I'm reading it right now though. So
He's
cheating.
scrub. Get good. And no, anyway, she was part of an Arctic expedition. Winter big storm came in. They're like, hey, let's survive this in our cryo stuff. And they did, but that doesn't last long. And so everybody else died.
I wonder
Hers,
when they're
hers
gonna
eventually
make the Watchpoint Antarctica map. Like if they're gonna
they
put
might.
that in.
I mean,
Probably.
like, I think right now, Blizzard is like kind of looking at their vault of money and just kind of like, kind of laughing, and they're like, ha ha ha, we're making so much money. Then they think back to it and they're like, but Warcraft's becoming irrelevant.
Yeah.
What do we do with ourselves? Oh no.
They're like, oh, we have to invest all of our money into Overwatch. Bummer.
Anyway, no, May cryo.
Okay, that's-
She woke up like 70-something years later.
Yeah,
pretty
and
much.
Overwatch was no more.
Yeah, after everything. The thing is she's one cheery.
Yeah.
Like she starts like every fight with like
May
the
is May.
world's
Let's go,
worth
guy.
fighting
Yeah.
for. Like
Let's go,
we
guys.
can do this.
Yeah.
You know,
Or if
kinda
you're
thing.
Grant, you start by putting a wall in front of your team. Like, oh, I guess we can't leave our attack point for a while.
That was hilarious.
Cha-ching.
Helped us out great. That was
Yeah.
Diva's 19.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she's a StarCraft player actually in the lore.
She
which
has
is
an
really-
she has an actual StarCraft bio on their StarCraft site.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Or like
Which
that
is
they're
why she
kinda-
says nerf this and all that other techno
Yeah.
nonsense and stuff. And she's got that mech that's like
You've
the
seen-
South Korea assault mech
South
thing
Korea Have
for,
you-
for,
knocking.
for armies. Yeah.
Yeah, have you've seen the Tumblr fan art and stuff of like Gremlin Diva, right? And then they like play on stereotypes. So she's like eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew constantly. So she's like,
gosh.
nerf this. And, like,
Oh gosh.
and then
Yeah.
then the other ones they have Mom Mercy and Dad Soldier 76.
Oh yeah.
Grandpa Reaper,
Uh-huh.
Grandma Anna. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
yeah.
they're just all great and funny.
Yeah. Speaking of Anna and Soldier 76, they
And
had
Farrah.
Farrah. Yeah.
Well, see, that's still rumor because
No, Blizzard
I
confirmed
haven't.
it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Anna, the new character.
Well, there's this
healer
guy named
sniper
Soldier
thing.
76 and he's male, and there's this female.
I thought
Anna.
someone. Oh, I thought
And then
you
there's
said
this
that
other one
Soldier
named-
76 and was Anna's father.
No,
or is that
that's
still a
Farrah.
thing?
Farrah's father.
Oh,
Anna is Farrah's mom.
okay, that makes. I was like, oh shoot,
Boy.
sticking around with
Yeah.
your kids.
boy.
Girl.
No.
Figure it out.
He doesn't know. Just
You
leave
know
him.
that?
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
just-
I know.
Just let it
Boy.
go. Let it
Anyway.
go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. Boy.
All right. Anyway,
Who's the least played character, or someone that you just feel like you rarely see?
Symmetra. I hate.
Symmetra.
I can't
Symmetra.
stand.
I feel like
playing
she
as
does-
or
I've seen
against
I feel like she
Symmetra.
doesn't have any lore.
I don't know anything about her that much. Actually, somebody in real life got really pissed with their alternative Hindu skin for her or whatever. They were like, "Oh, that's insensitive. Take it down." And Blizzard was like,
I'm offended.
"What?"
I'm offended
They're
because
like, "We're trying to showcase literally every culture in the world, and you're offended that we showcased yours." They're like, "It's insensitive to our goddesses," and I was just like, "Huh? How?"
Yeah.
But
don't play it.
yeah.
Exactly.
We ain't hurting if you
she's
don't
Southern
play it.
Indian.
She like, she gives people shields. She has a teleporter. She like
She
was a scientist.
Symmetra?
I
Yeah.
mean, and
Sure.
and then the Omnics ate her arm.
Every single character has some technological something or other. Yeah, exactly.
Especially Bastion.
What are Groundhog and Road?
Groundhog?
What are Roadhog and Junkrat supposed to do?
Okay,
They're
so
criminals.
more or less. Okay, so here's how it went down. They were not bueno with the Omnics in Australia.
Uh-huh.
Can you
And
repeat
'cause
what
the-
Omnix is?
the robots.
It's
The
the
robots.
robots.
They were not
All
good
of
with that happening in Australia. And so what happened is they joined the rebellion that was happening there because the world pretty much gave the Omnics Australia. They were like,
Interesting.
"This is yours." Is that what you're reading right now, or is that how it reads?
I just finished reading Symmetra's thing. She's not really all that interesting.
But
She's connected
thanks.
to
Shocker.
She's connected to Lucio somehow. Like the same
Lucio's
people
a
that
DJ.
brought her into the fight brought Lucio into the fight,
I mean,
according to this.
Lucio's
Adio
pretty
medic,
Coming at you.
gotta go fast. Anyway, no, they weren't bueno with that, so they decided to, hey,
talking
let's
Junkrat. I'll find
destroy
Junkrat.
the Omnics. Let's destroy all of the Omnics buildy places where they're building Omnics.
Yeah.
And those things apparently are powered by some like big.
Sorry, quick tangent. Where's Gibraltar? Look that up while he's
That's
talking.
Gibraltar, the Strait of Gibraltar between.
Yeah.
Spain
It's on
and
there.
Algeria,
Well,
I think.
like, where's it? Like, what countries is that between? Because I can't. I'm
It's
blanking.
like Spain and somewhere in Africa.
I think it's
Is that it?
Algeria.
It's you know the Strait
at
of
the map.
Gibraltar.
Yeah. No, I
It's-
just can't picture. Where
It's
it
on one of
was.
those
Yeah.
sides.
Oh,
One
okay.
second.
Wait. What is?
So look up the Strait of Gibraltar.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
south. It's
Morocco.
the southern part of Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spa-
Okay.
Spain
yeah, it
is-
was that.
Cross
little
the
tip
cross
thing.
the
Yeah.
sea to Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Morocco. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Anyway,
couldn't
yeah.
quite picture where I. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so they decided to blow it up, and those things are powered by some like super high tech fusion core.
Mm.
And when those go boom, it's like a nuclear bomb, and so they pretty much irradiated most of
Australia.
Australia,
Yeah.
and so then not warthog.
Yeah.
Looks like a puma. Anyway, no. They mutated, and
Interesting.
that's why.
They're crazy.
Yeah, that's why his hair's always on fire. You know, he's kind of singed all the time, and that's why.
Interesting.
That's why
Roadhog.
Roadhog is like massive and has to wear the gas mask. Yeah.
Interesting.
Some
Yeah.
people think that he's
That's
not
what I
actually
read.
like in his gas mask. He's breathing irradiated fumes, and so he's not actually like breathing like when he sticks the thing
Yeah.
in. He's not like because it has X's on it. Like,
Yeah. So it's not
like
clean
poison.
air.
Yeah, so he's like huffing, irradiated air.
Yeah.
so,
Sounds like Roadhog originally was just a chill guy, just wanted to hang out, live life, and
is that
then
his
stuff
is that his
happened.
description?
Well, no, that's my
He's
paraphrasing.
super chill.
He likes to hang out and,
And
sit,
stuff.
and
It
sit
just
by the
says-
beach. This is his Tinder profile. You on Grinder? What are you doing?
You're an awful person.
Bumble.
It just kind of sounded like I don't know, like he just was just an average everyday guy who joined the rebellion because they didn't like the Omnics being around and stuff.
And then they went crazy and pulled
Yeah,
off
and he went
heists
crazy and
nonsense.
his
it was
humanity
after
faded.
That. It was
as-
Right,
after
after the fact.
after they kind of
Yeah.
nuked the place by accident. That's when they started a big string of robberies,
Right.
and that's when and
He-
Junkrat apparently
Junkrat
has.
was blasted by the same thing drove him nuts.
Anyway, Junkrat apparently has some secret or something that he's carrying, or some sort of something, and so Roadhog is his bodyguard for like half of the loot.
Interesting.
So like Junkrat's not the mastermind, but he's the one that has the item,
Mm-hmm.
and Roadhog is the bodyguard for it.
Yeah, he found something. And yeah,
Nobody knows what it is yet.
Nope.
You know what people think it is?
What is it?
Doomfist.
How does he
In-
have Doomfist?
Like in the lore,
right.
like not in the game, but in the lore, like he found the
yeah.
Doomfist.
And that's why they're going on a crime spree together because Roadhog gets 50% of
And so like they're
everything
gonna,
that they do
so they're gonna
in
do.
order to protect Junkrat.
Yeah, so he's gonna sell the Doomfist once he gets like popular enough as a criminal or something like that.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's my opinion, but like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that he either has something related to a new hero.
That'd be cool.
Because like otherwise it's like cool, he has
Mm-hmm.
something that's not nobody really cares about outside of maybe a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
like
Okay, so who all we talked about? Junkrat, Roadhog, Symmetra,
Haven't talked about
Zenyatta,
McCree.
Genji.
Yeah, McCree was hired. He was recruited by Reyes Reaper to join Overwatch. He was a criminal though.
Yeah, and he makes comments, and here's the thing: he joined Overwatch half like before the end of
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Just
Yeah.
before. Something like that.
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is there's in one of the comics, he's fighting somewhere, probably Dorado or something. I don't know. Anyway, he's fighting somewhere. Not Dorado. What's the old western?
Route 66.
Yeah, fighting somewhere. And he makes a comment on something like this, that these are Blackwatch tactics that Talon's using, and so Reaper's giving all of Blackwatch's secrets
He's
to
kinda-
Talon, probably to like their operatives to like
Oh.
like these are his these are his tactics kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, he has a
Yeah.
belt that
He's
says
kinda-
Vamp.
Reaper is.
He
doing that.
saw the opportunity, like while doing stuff with Overwatch, saw it as atonement for his sins as a criminal. So it's
Interesting.
kind of like the whole like.
He
turn
still
my
has a
life
belt
around.
that's belt buckle that says Bamf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I felt like I saw quite a few people.
Oh,
well,
look at the time.
I saw
Have you seen that
It's
picture?
high noon.
Have you seen that picture?
Uh-uh.
It's the picture of the clock, and originally it was a Yu-Gi-Oh one.
Oh,
Where it had the
okay,
picture
yeah.
of Yu-Gi-Oh leaning up against the wall, and it said look at the time, and all the numbers on the clock said duel,
Okay, yeah.
and they changed it to high noon.
High noon.
Look at the time. It's high noon.
It's hand. I just feel like I saw quite a few people playing as him at first, and the more recent games I played.
He
I
got
haven't
nerfed, and then he gets buffed, and then he gets nerfed. He goes back and forth.
Yeah.
seen- Yeah.
He's the
He's kind of
he's like the Shen of like.
Yeah.
okay. So we didn't we touched on it a little bit, but like we didn't really actually talk about Soldier 76 as an individual, Fair as an individual, or Ana.
Okay,
as an
so
individual.
Ana, Soldier 76, Mercy, Torbjorn, and Reinhardt were all founding members.
Yeah.
And there's a few other ones that,
That
are in
aren't-
pictures that
yeah.
have names that we haven't seen
Haven't
yet.
seen
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But they were founding members. Mercy was obviously the chief
You said
medical
Winston, right?
officer. Winston wasn't a founding
Really?
member. I'm pretty sure he
He
was.
was raised
Yeah.
during Overwatch.
Yeah.
And
okay.
so like
Yeah, that's why
he
he's
grew
so
up, and I
like,
think
intelligent.
it'd be like near
'Cause it
the
was
end
during
of
the golden
Overwatch
age.
when he was like an active operative.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Same with Tracer.
He
weren't
was definitely
founding
active
members
long enough though for like stuff to.
Like, yeah,
to ish
Be-
to hit the fan, right?
Yeah.
But he wasn't a founding member.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
because he
Same
grew
with
up in
Tracer.
space eating peanut butter.
Yep.
Exactly, and bananas.
Damn.
My favorite line in the game
will
is
survive.
between Mercy. Not my favorite, probably one of the best is between Mercy and Winston. And Mercy's like, "Oh, how's your like DNA supplement?" And he goes, "Oh, besides the crippling addiction to peanut butter, everything's great."
That's
Okay.
incredible.
So
Yeah, Mercy was the chief medical officer. Torbjorn was the chief technical officer.
Engineer, maybe
Engineer, yeah. I don't know what
Morrison
Reinhardt
led
was.
the chief heavy lifting, the chief German.
Reinhardt, at your service.
That's
they
some
were like,
German
okay,
engineering.
we need a really big guy who's got a nice shield.
Yeah, well, that's what the
Stand
character
behind
creators
Brum.
were thinking.
Exactly.
The designers were like, for founding members, we need a big dude. Reinhardt, sweet.
Stand behind Brum.
Exactly.
Reinhardt's pretty sweet though.
He is really cool.
Yeah.
And he's also,
Catchphrase.
he's another one who's like always pretty like upbeat and like ready to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Here's the real question: is
He's definitely a celebrity of sorts because I've definitely heard. I think Farah says something about like I had a poster of you in my room.
yeah,
Mhm.
or
yeah.
something
If you
like
look,
that.
if you see the Overwatch posters, he's like some of them have him in the center, and some of them have Soldier 76 in the center.
Yeah.
like they're like alternating,
Mhm.
Yeah. Or
not in the center, but
Morrison,
like like
Right.
next
Yeah.
to each
Yeah.
other or whatever.
So I'm trying to find the Reinhardt. Oh, there we go.
61.
Yeah.
Yep. He's old. Mercy's around the same age, but she's
He lives
She's-
by a nightly code.
yeah.
She has some really good face cream.
Just-
What's your secret? I'm ripping off a YouTuber with that joke, just
Oh,
so
really?
you know. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know his
Dude,
name.
cite your sources, man.
Don't know his name. Don't really care. 'cause
Bibliography.
he won't hear this.
Basically, the only lore that they have listed here is just like he lives by a nightly code and he was a warrior and then he was forced into retirement by Overwatch.
Well, he was forced into Overwatch because Overwatch disbanded. That's
Yeah.
that was his
So,
retirement.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking for the Mercy one now because she's got a little bit of a history.
Yeah,
honestly,
she's old. and
honestly, if you think
she
about
heals
Mercy,
people.
like what side is she really on? Because
Uh-uh.
she saves Reaper, which is her old friend, but still like, but
Yeah.
then she saves Genji.
Did she though? Like,
it's
like,
assumed
Did
that
she
saved
save
Reaper.
Genji or?
You just passed mercy.
Yes, she definitely saved Genji because
Okay.
she goes because there's lines between them where she's like,
Okay.
Genji, and he's like, it's good to see you. Like,
Yeah,
thanks
yeah,
for,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
saving
yeah,
my life.
he rescued Genji, brought him back
The-
to Overwatch to be rebuilt.
The
Yeah.
Reaper one is there's a line after Mercy revives
Reses
people,
him.
and not reses him, reses other
Oh.
people after
Yeah.
and he's like,
She-
not this again. So
okay.
so I think he was resed by her, but like really after the fact.
Yeah.
And like cuz his particle effects look like her healing mist
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
except black.
Right.
You know, I mean that's hard to they're just particle
It doesn't
effects.
say
Like,
anything here about her saving Reaper, but
It's-
she disagreed with the militaristic approach that
Right.
Overwatch had.
Right.
So like I think
I mean,
she
she
supported
she
Overwatch.
disagreed with Anna's sniper rifle.
Yeah.
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 She didn't like-
Because
she-
she's a
She didn't like her medical stuff being used.
Even though Attack Mercy
militaristically.
is like
yeah.
Yeah.
With Hanzo and what's his name?
Genji.
Genji. It reminds me of I only saw one movie,
Oh,
but
he
the
built-
GI Joe movie with the two brothers and
Oh,
Snake
gosh,
Eyes and
yeah.
the white one.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's that situation in
That's
other
such a
movies.
crappy
that, like,
movie.
brothers that fight.
Yeah.
He before Overwatch, right?
two
Torbjorn.
brothers.
Two brother. Torbjorn worked for the Ironclad Guild, which was responsible for like the big Titan-looking
Yeah.
things, the giant robots.
There's a comic
You can
that's
see
out with
those at
him.
Volskaya Industries.
Yeah, there's a comic that's out with him, and it's him going inside of one of those to shut it down. And there's one of his old colleagues in there, and he rivets his old colleague's hand to the wall and then shuts it down.
He
Gosh.
basically
An angry little dwarf.
Shoot.
he didn't want his weapons falling into the wrong hands, kind of like a Tony Stark type thing, and so he like
Classic Iron Man.
you know. All right,
Zarya, she is super racist against the Omnics.
I mean,
Like, but really.
like she was forced
I-
from like doing what she loves, which was like the weightlifting competitive stuff, to
Sure.
be in the army, like drafted to fight against them. I mean, like
Yeah.
you know, you don't just like go fight against somebody in like a life and death war, and be
just
like
super chill.
yeah, be a-okay.
This is my favorite thing.
That's why she says to like Genji, like, how can I trust a man who's like half machine? And,
Yeah.
and Genji's like, trust the other half that's the actual man, or something like that.
so we kind of talked about Winston. Do we actually like get into his backstory at all, other than like
The little baby monkey that
He was raised.
that got raised in outer space, eating a lot of peanut butter.
Okay, yeah,
And,
and
he got
taking
smart.
and taking growth hormones and pills and stuff to make him smart, and then
Save Tracer?
stealing the scientist's glasses, and that the glasses he wears now is a big boy.
Yeah.
And
that
still-
was
And
the
when they get broken,
that was
he
the
goes monkey
scientist's
mental.
last name, Winston.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
scientist dies somehow.
Reasons.
It's in one of the things, and then he goes.
Gosh.
It's in one of the things, and he goes, and turns into monkey mayhem.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
So it looks like the only two that we really haven't talked about is Lucio and Bastion.
Yeah,
Bastion's Omnic
Bastion.
that actually he malfunctioned.
I care.
Yeah, basically. That's why he's always like interested in like nature and the bird and stuff because
So Wally
he's
with a
malfunctioning.
turret.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Wally with the
seriously, though.
minigun.
Basically,
Yeah.
he's
Sick.
easily the most innocent character though, which is
It's true.
kind of
With the
appealing.
most kill potential.
With the like most ridiculous DPS ever. Shut your mouth, I know. Not Torbjorn.
With buffs.
Yeah.
He is the highest DPS.
Yeah. Anyway.
Time to raise my APM.
Yeah, and then
Well, that's
Lucio.
He's
He's a DJ
He's a DJ, and he
from Africa.
From Africa or South America?
He grew up in Rio.
From
Oh, he grew up in Rio.
Yeah.
I thought he was in
From
like
Paprika.
Yeah, I
South
got
Yeah,
you.
because,
I
like,
was just looking at this.
See, it's
that's
Like,
racist.
I could-
No, I actually thought he grew up in like the country South Africa. I
Oh,
just had my
okay.
facts wrong.
yeah.
Continue.
Which is why I pulled this up.
Yeah. Shut up.
So, so like, Symmetra somehow like through a company in Rio is how she got to Overwatch, and then that same company or whatever got Lucio involved.
Yeah.
So he grew up in Rio. The city was in ruins, and a way to uplift the people around him, he became a DJ. And then, yeah.
True.
Dang. I freaking love Lucio.
Yeah, you do.
Lucio or Lucio?
Lucio.
Lucio.
Lucio coming out.
Lucio just like
Lucio's
seems like the
the
most
cereal.
positive person on
They
the
have
roster.
there are
'cause
a
he,
lot
like,
of
let's
people
break
that are like
this
super
down.
upbeat and like
Yeah.
cheer.
That is
that's
kinda
just
nice.
that's just the way the game is though.
Yeah.
I think that Lucia is suffering from crippling depression and he's covering it over with music.
Oh gosh.
Amazing.
Aren't all DJs though?
Yeah, so I mean that pretty much covers.
What if they gave
the
him
whole
the ult
roster.
of like Winston, where it's just like, my life actually sucks.
He just turns his gun into like.
This is a minigun. Gosh.
It's a nuke that blows up in the entire map? That would be like, the most devastating.
25.
It's a 25 kill
Oh my god,
streak.
29 kill streak.
It's a Modern Warfare 2. Everything must die.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all that being said, like, you know, this is what we know so far. Rumors that there's gonna be like a campaign mode, which I don't know how that's gonna work.
Anna is
but,
grandma
Yeah.
with cookies.
Yeah. Cookies.
Time for nap nap.
Sombra's somewhere in there, probably a stealth mode person that can go invisible.
I bet
and
she's a
nonsense
robot.
stuff.
what are
Probably.
the heroes that like are the main speculation of that are coming out? We
Sombra.
got
Well, I mean,
Sombra.
Sombra's confirmed, but we don't know what she is or who she does or when she's coming out.
Doomfist.
Doomfist
Yeah.
is speculated. There's a lot of other people try to.
I wonder how
data
many
mine for a bunch
heroes
of
they're
stuff.
gonna.
I'm
out.
assuming that they'll do something
They started
like
out quite a bit.
leagues and just continue to add hero after hero.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But,
Yeah.
you know, you never know.
Log screen's about to get crowded.
I know.
I was gonna say like the selection thing.
That hero selection or
yeah.
character.
Well, at the beginning, like the hero
stuff,
gallery
yeah.
is gonna
Yeah,
fill
yeah,
the whole
exactly.
page,
It's
and
gonna
you're gonna
be
have to scroll
ridiculous. It's
down.
gonna
But
be like-
then like
Well, yeah.
with the selection thing, because it shows all of your
The
things, it's
bar,
gonna be like
it's gonna be like
one row at a time. And
Yeah.
you just
assault, defense. Scroll.
there's gonna be
Tank.
like 50 bajillion defense
Scroll.
characters.
Scroll. You'll probably like if it gets to that point, they'll be like pick your class first. Like,
Yeah.
assault, defense, tank, support.
Yeah,
Go to
and
that,
then
and then it'll
characters,
pop up.
Yeah.
If that is what.
That being
happens.
said, like I hope they
That'll be a
don't
while, I'm
add
sure,
like
though.
so many heroes. Like I don't know. 'Cause
I don't care. I'd love to see more. And more
yeah, I'd love
heroes.
to see more,
I
but at
love
the same
listen-
time, like
yeah, I love learning about the lore and
You
stuff.
think about
too,
things
so-
like Smash Bros or whatnot, that there's quite a few characters.
it's like 50 some.
Yeah,
in the newest
but
one.
then you play it enough that you kind of know people that, sure, you don't play as them all equally, but
yeah.
Oh my gosh, Grant. Sorry, he showed me a really dark, funny joke.
All right,
man.
cool. Well,
Good lord.
that's the lore of Overwatch.
what if we got it
Yeah.
all wrong?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
did.
Okay. Last question before we leave. What's
Mm.
the scary like when people use their ultimate, you can hear the other team's ultimate. What's the
Run.
scariest one that makes
probably
you like
ever since the game like was in beta and I played it, every person that like I know is just like, if you hear Hanzo's ult, you run. It just doesn't even matter. Like that is like
Yeah.
Justice rains from above. You just like look up and then you shoot once and she's dead.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
that's not Hanzo. You can't really do anything about these huge dragons coming right.
Yeah,
at
because
you.
even
Like,
if you kill him, it's still going.
crap.
Yeah. I think
Just have
probably
to
the one
pray
that
that you're
always
out of the
gets
way.
me to be like, I mean, with Hanzo, yeah, like it's just immediately get out of the way, but at the same time, like it's not immediately impending depending on how close you are. So, you know, it's just I kind of got used to it.
Yeah.
The one that still kind of makes me like, oh, wait, what is it? Is fire in the hole?
Oh, the
Junkrat's
Riptire. Well,
Riptire,
but see,
which
you can
you can
shoot it
destroy
and be
that one.
fine. Yeah.
But it's
It's just-
also you don't know where it's coming from. Whereas
Right.
like eventually you see the big dragons, you're like,
But
oh,
like
I'll get out of the way.
you can, if you're paying attention enough, you can defend yourself and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like there are so many different ults that it's just like, okay, this is, as long as we deal with this now, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like even Winston's ult, like he just has a ridiculous amount of health. It's just like, okay,
just have to
everybody
avoid him.
focus. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody focus him, or
Avoid
just
him, yeah.
Lucio push him off the edge.
Yeah.
That's literally all you
Like,
have to
avoid
do.
him or just
Stun him or do literally
Divas
anything.
is pretty.
Divas, it's like,
scary.
okay, run around a wall.
Yeah, I would-
like
but
find
like,
a pole and put
yeah,
yourself in
just like-
between it.
I was
or
gonna
just
s-
May, just wall.
I was gonna say Divas is
I-
the one that's kind of.
Are we talking
scared me the
game-changing or,
most,
like,
or
scary?
It's
Reapers.
like scary. It's like you hear the audio cue, you're like, run.
I mean, here's the thing: is like, as Mercy, most of the time you hear the Hanzo one, you're like, and you like find a wall and you're like crunched up against it and it's like flying past your face and you're like,
Grant plays his Mercy quite
You're
a
like-
bit,
you're
so
like-
it's like
I just pooped myself.
Grant knows all the pains of
and you're
playing his
like,
Mercy.
but your Reinhardt's like standing up and you're healing him. Like, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
I think the most frustrating ult is Reinhardt. If you just get slammed in the wall,
I feel
you're
like
just
it's not the most game changing though. It's
no,
annoying.
it's just annoying
I
for
think
like
Maze.
just you because you're like, well, I'm dead now. Sweet.
Maze is the
game
most
changing.
frustrating
Game
because-
changing is Mercy's.
Not because I play Tracer and Junkrat a lot and
Oh,
Diva,
well,
and they all
you can
have
get out
ways
of
to
that.
get out of those just super
Yeah.
easily.
I think most game changing is Mercy's and Maze. A
Yeah.
well placed Maze one on a point that
Yeah.
slows the entire
Yeah.
enemy team.
Yeah.
Just means a single
It deals
Diva
damage, right?
yeah, and
yes.
it freezes them.
like
Mhm.
a single any character could go through and just wipe clear house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think High Noon is another one where it's just like, okay, make sure you're not in the line of sight.
Exactly.
Same with like Divas,
Yeah.
but like
Starting out
I mean,
though,
'cause
like
Diva
they
can
were all
block it.
terrifying. Like
Genji's is still kind of like F. Like if you
it's
come
just-
against a good Genji,
Oh,
ult,
yeah, you're
it's just
screwed.
like dash, dash, dash,
Yeah, you're
and
screwed.
like, oh, great, man.
Have you ever seen the
I had
there's a
600
there's a
health.
YouTube video called The Flying Genji,
yeah.
and it's literally just a Genji that's like ulting but in midair for like a good 20 seconds.
I
because
saw that. That's
it's just
incredible.
going from Pharah to like Mercy to like
yeah,
a Junkrat and just like
yeah.
Oh my god.
Ana's is the least fun ultimate to use.
I think that one's pretty game changing too.
It
It is game
very-
changing.
It's good
but
for
it's like-
it's good
It's
for
good
pushing.
for people that work together
Yeah.
because
It's
if
good
you
for a
give it to
solid
the
push.
wrong person or somebody who doesn't
It's
know that they're
useless and
buffed,
pointless. Yeah.
I've seen a few Reddit posts and it's an Ana accidentally buffing a Mercy and it's the funniest thing because like what happens is like the Mercy's like switches to the pistol and then it just starts shooting people and it's doing tons of damage but just
Yeah.
like
what am I doing?
I'm the
not
last
y-
person that deserves
I'm
this.
not used to this. There's the best play of the game I've seen. It was a save at the end of to save the package that was about to be delivered. The Ana ulted Mercy and Mercy got like a quad.
Holy crap!
And it's just
Oh,
like
whoa.
Yeah.
Ana actually
What's
just
your-
got
so-
a recent buff on PC, which
Yeah.
is I'm assuming is going
It's
to
gonna
come to
come to Xbox
consoles
One, yeah,
soon.
so-
She got like her rifle goes from 8 shots to 10 shots, and it can shoot faster and reload faster.
well, the first tip that Ana has is to reload at one shot because your reload's faster if you have ammo in your clip still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
So-
most games,
All right, we're
FPSs.
getting close to time. What's your favorite ultimate to use?
To you,
Lucio! Let's break it. Okay, when you told me that was like an AoE like attack thing,
It wasn't. Jonathan was so
I didn't know Lucio.
like,
at
wow, that
all,
really
so
does
when he was
it.
asking me, I was like,
my
it's a
favorite
pushback.
point in
I'm like,
in playing
alright, it was fun.
was the what is Lucio like?
it's
Oh,
just a
I'll
health
play
shield.
Support. Jonathan plays support. Plays Lucio. Sees him shooting allies. You
Yeah.
know it's passive, right?
Yeah, that was my
It's
favorite.
passive.
I didn't
It's a
know
passive.
Lucio at all. But that being said, Lucio is now. Anytime I play support, I automatically go Lucio
Yeah.
because I understand him the most now.
Yeah.
So
I think
Lucio.
Junkrat is super fun if you do it just right, because you just like run up a wall and they have no idea where you're at, and you're just like,
Oh, with the tire.
yeah, rip tire, yeah.
Going
What's
over,
your
going over
favorite
maze
ult?
wall's fun.
I don't know.
Favorite ult?
Yeah, to use.
Roadhog is kind of satisfying.
I
Though,
mean,
if you're
it's-
just like,
I mean, there's some sick satisfaction from watching your entire team die
yeah.
and then rezzing them.
Because that's how you get
'Cause
play of the game with
you're,
Mercy.
You're hiding. You're
Yeah.
hiding, and what happens is you're just like, all right.
I see 2 people dead, 3,
All right.
4.
Reinhardt, I get you have the shield.
Right.
And then there's a funny comic that I saw, and it was the same thing as Mercy hiding behind a wall. The Genshi came in and killed the entire team,
Yeah.
and then the Mercy was like, and rezzed them all. And then that was the play of the game, and at the end of the game, it showed everybody handing the cards to Mercy, and Genshi sitting there with his one card. He's like,
I think
last night actually we were playing and I was Roadhog and you were May, right? Yeah, because we were on Hanamura.
Yeah, I was
and,
trying May out.
And Anna actually ulted me right as I used my ult because I was like, oh, my ult's ready. And like she ulted me, so I was like wild hogging, like moving really fast, and I was just like, "Oh, get off of my point!"
Gotta go fast.
And then you like put up your wall to like help me get back in.
Nah, you put up the wall in front of you, so you blocked all the bullets, right?
Well, it was like right at the very end of it. He put it up, and I was like, "All right, cool." So I just like kind of ran back.
Yeah.
My,
And then
my favorite wall is the
fun to-
the boosted Bastion.
Oh yeah,
it's
surprise
fun,
bastion.
It's fun to place a wall against like a McCree or another
Farah.
Yeah,
No.
Farah. It's like wall up.
Justice
I
Reigns
think
from
my
where?
favorite
No.
alts to use would be either Hanzo or Reaper, and that's just because if you can use them at a clutch moment, they're so satisfying to pull off.
Yeah.
Reaper,
So-
if you get behind him and you're just like,
Yeah. On
die.
yeah, on what is it?
Yeah.
The gosh, we played it last night. The one where you can come up from behind in the point. It's all snowy.
All of them.
There's stuff.
Full sky.
Nepal.
Volskaya.
Yeah.
Volskaya Industries, like when you the little back area you
Yep.
can get back behind
Yep.
point B. That's so much fun when you have your ult ready. If you just sneak around,
Reaper,
one up,
yeah.
and then you do the die,
That's
die.
what- that's
kills
what I
like
do-
5 of them, and then somebody else does their ult and wipes them out. You get a
See,
team
that's what I
kill, you
do with
capture the front,
Junkrat
you're
is I
done.
like puts the mine jump around and then I'm like Riptire. They're like, oh, it's coming from front. No, it's behind.
No,
Yeah.
I do that as Junkrat, and it's funny. Or I sometimes do it as Mercy. Even. What you do is, you sneak around, and then you get right next to the Bastion that's in that corner, and you just drop a mine, and you punch him once, and he turns, and you go,
Click. You just no. See what you do is you have it in your hand. You're like, hello, punch, beep. That way, when they're like watching the kill feed, they're like, this douchebag. So great.
I do remember the one worst mistake I've ever made as Junkrat was accidentally boosting a Bastion up to like an unreachable spot. And I was like, what have I done? I've created a monster.
All right.
Ed,
cool.
what's your favorite? I mean, you said Lucio, but like,
More Lucio.
Uh,
More
because you've
cowbell.
only really played like Lucio May and like who else?
Okay, I like Maze
Junkrat.
just because it's for my like. I'm not very skilled and so I'm not very accurate. So I really do like AoE things. So that for me is easy. Like, oh, let's plug this gap or help my team since my aim is bad.
Yeah.
Just clear a point kind of thing. But I do really like Lucio's because I probably use that the most. Junkrat's is nice, except I'm not very creative, and I always tend to just like, oh, let me just come right in front of you where you can see me, and then they shoot my tire.
Yeah, you just have to jump around a lot.
Yeah, I haven't mastered
Kind of like
that yet.
Diva out of suit. You're just like jump, jump, jump,
jump
The
around.
reason her like ultimate icon is a bunny is because when you're out of the suit, just jump around to get away.
I feel like that's probably what they were doing with that.
Nah.
All right. Anyways, well, we're getting to time, so thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Chocolate Dollar, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on iTunes and
Thanks,
YouTube,
love.
leave reviews, comments, all that fun stuff. Chocolate Dollar.
Unfollow me on all social media.
All right, Chocolate Dollar signing off.
Out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. Check in next time.